Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Please welcome
His team fell in their season opener a week ago, now hitting the road, looking for their first win. On the other sideline, it is the Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell. His guys, on the other hand, were winners in their opener a week ago, so they'll try to make it 2-0 to start the season. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Will Reichert will get this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Well, Falcons come out there led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
If there was one thing, Mike, that I thought was really evident walking out of our meeting with him earlier in the week was just how much he shouldered the blame for last week's loss. He said, those 2 interceptions I threw, those are just inexcusable, and he didn't want to talk about the touchdown passes and all the good that he did. And while I think that's certainly commendable, there was a lot of other bad stuff going on in that field, too. So I think there's a lot of things they can clean up, and if they do, I think they got a great shot in this one.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Mooney in motion. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. He's going to have that 1st down. Gain of 6 as they convert on 3rd down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Bijan Robinson to the 20. And he will go all the way. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Falcons. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Falcons 7, Vikings 0.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy, but really it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even-keeled. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. We get a stoppage. There's an injured player. It is T.J. Hawkinson who was shaken up on that last play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. This is Jones. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Mike Hughes is there with the tackle. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ballgame. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Atlanta.
At the 20-yard line.
They'll go play action now with Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he'll somehow turn this into a net positive, getting out of bounds after a pickup of a yard.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Nice game.
And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Penix. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
Here we go, Shaq. Panther 6. Turn up.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. This one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes. Drake London. Touchdown, Atlanta. Now it's McManus for the point after. He's got it. And the Falcons will extend their 1st quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Vikings offense ready for their 2nd possession. So, Greg, the home opener after winning on the road, I know you've said it a bunch, there's a different satisfaction for a team to go on the road and get a win. So it's got to feel good to start your home season at 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, everyone loves to play week 1 at home. Your fans are into it. The hope and the optimism of the season is at an all-time high, but it doesn't always go that way. So they go on the road and they get a win. So now expectations coming back to your home field, your home crowd. Now everyone's really juiced up. So this is going to be a great environment, a great Week 2 opportunity for them to not only start 2-0, but to get to 1-0 at home.
There's Jefferson. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. Open man is Oliver, the tight end. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Up the middle, here's Jones. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he takes it down to the 15-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, Minnesota.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
2nd down, they need 7.
Come on, set. Bronco 80.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Right back to Moore, another grab. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal.
Ready? Go.
Throwing now, it's McCarthy. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver that time. And now it's 3rd and goal.
70 Rangers, 70. Let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now McCarthy. It is brought in the end zone. Jalen Naylor. Touchdown, Vikings.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Reichard's good with the extra point. The Vikings points are on the board. It's now 14-7. As he kicks this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. And you play a tight game and lose. It kind of changes the feeling coming into this week a little bit.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that cardinal rule? You don't want one loss to turn into two, one bad play to turn into two. The best teams in this league, they have an uncanny ability that regardless, good or bad, blowout or close one from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next week's game. So we'll find out. Were they able to learn from the good? And there certainly was a lot of it.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes! Jonathan Allen. He had a sack in the opener last week. He's got another one here.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play. That's exactly what they did. Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Falcons with the early lead. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. So on fourth down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. This is taken at the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. Greg, the NFC North has become such a fun division over the last few years. Think of the geography and the legacy. It's always been, because of the proximity, a fun division with great rivalries. But with almost all the teams playing well, save the Bears over the last few years, it's almost heightened the awareness of how good the NFC North can be.
Yeah, I think going into the season, I'd make the argument it's the best division in football. And I think when the worst team, I know they were 5-12 with the Chicago Bears, but to me, there's a lot of wins built in there. Now they bring in Ben Johnson. They continue to build around Caleb Williams. That feels like there's a lot more wins built into that 5-12 record if they just get themselves organized and get some pieces around Caleb Williams. And that's what they've done. So, yes, Detroit and Minnesota, Green Bay, they've clearly been the top three for the last couple years. But if Chicago and that roster, if that's your fourth best team in your division, man, I'll tell you what, those are going to be some really competitive division games this year.
And I don't know if it's the weather. I don't know if it's the length of the franchises. But when these divisions go head-to-head, there always is a legacy feel that just is additive to the anticipation of those matchups.
Yeah, I mean, every one of these franchises has significant history for a lot of different reasons. They have Hall of Fame players, Hall of Fame coaches. Some of the most iconic individuals in the history of the league have played for these four organizations over the last 50-plus years. So there's so much into it, more than just the matchup on the field in that moment. And you can feel it with how much the fan bases rally behind the team.
And he will get the first down. They took a chance, but they convert on 4th and 3.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, that's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
From a couple of yards shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. Hit as he threw it. The pass pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
19, 18.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. The veteran Leonard Floyd, they're on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. Thrown quickly, that's more on the RPO. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll run. This is Mason. 13 yards to gain, down to the 13-yard line.
In today's game, Mike, we're so used to seeing everyone go for quarterback sneak in this situation. 3rd and inches, just let your quarterback kind of barrel forward and get a fresh set of downs. But a nice change up here, giving the ball to your back. Not only does he pick up the first down, but he gets plenty of yards after that.
That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson.
McCarthy's pass complete to Justin Jefferson. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
7-yard line.
Now this looks like a design run.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
Come on. Set. 60 Eagles. 19 tight. 19 tight.
On 4th down, here's McCarthy. That is caught, and he's in. Jordan Addison, touchdown Minnesota.
You know, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense headed back to take over once more. So, Greg, let's pull back big picture and talk NFC South for a second, a division that you know so well. We've got teams that have been to the Super Bowl in the last 15 or so years out of this division. Yet people, that's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus, and that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Set up. Liking it. Set up.
Now Jones. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. Rolling right. And McCarthy's going to get down and pick up the 1st down. Good, smart play with the slide by J.J.
It's a gain of 14
They got to do a better
yards.
job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And he searches folks for a gain of about 5.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Ready.
Now this is going to be a design run. They'll run keep it. He will do it himself. He's in. J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Vikings. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. In this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Record out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. He'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And, oh, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Mooney in motion. On play action, Penix.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Penix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. Well, Greg, as the season starts, really the season never ends. Think back to the schedule release, the draft has become this multi-day huge event. Green Bay crushed it with all the folks around the stadium in Lambeau. Some big names will be tied to that draft forever. A couple of the rookies that you've watched that are just sticking out in your mind, interested to see how they fit in the league as this season gets going.
Yeah, obviously so much attention around the quarterback position. Cam Ward goes number 1, and then obviously with Shador and all the conversations around that as the draft unfolded. But I think a guy that's going to be fun to watch when you talk about fit, I think you look at Ashton Genty. He gets drafted by Vegas. He's now with the Raiders. Pete Carroll. It kind of has the feel of, is he his Marshawn Lynch? Is he the bell cow back under center, Geno Smith, play action, set up that run game, play good defense? This feels like the early path Pete Carroll took when he took over in Seattle and turned them into a Super Bowl champion. So I'm not saying Genty's Marshawn Lynch, but he certainly feels like that's the fit the Raiders were going for when they took him with their first-round pick.
Hey, let me ask you about Travis Hunter. Of course, the Heisman winner, Colorado, great play, both sides of the ball as a receiver and a corner. You know, Greg, it's hard to come in this league and play well on one side of the ball. Is it realistic to think you may see him on both offense and defense?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, and I think to start you have to say, okay, let's hang our hat on something. And I think when you look at the league, where is it harder to find impactful players? I believe it's harder to find impactful defensive backs. I think it's a harder position. I think the league favors the offense with the rules and the play style. So if I'm Jacksonville, I'm making Travis Hunter a defensive back on day 1, and then I'm going to package my offensive plays around his skill set to take advantage of him as a wide receiver. And then as time goes on, it will eventually unfold where he'll be able to have a role on both sides of the ball more consistently. So if I was in Jacksonville, that's what I would do. But I think it's going to be very interesting to see how fast and how big of a role on both sides they give Hunter early in his rookie year.
At the 11-yard line.
Here's Jones. And this tackle there, he pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
60 Eagles, 60, go!
On the ground is Mason. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, it's Will Riker time for this Viking field goal.
A 22-yard attempt.
Riker's kick is good. And the Vikings can extend their lead. It's now 24-14. Riker had the field goal a moment ago. He's back out now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to take over possession of the football. Now, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going forward on 4th down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of that. I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. There wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball for 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror. And he into the end zone. Drake London. Touchdown, Atlanta. That his second touchdown tonight. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Falcons cut the lead to 3, 24-21. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This fielded at about the 9. Past midfield. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
And not only a heck of a return, but it changes a little bit of the coach's strategy. You're thinking he's just going to sit on this score. He's willing to take it into the locker room for the half. All of a sudden now you get a big return. You got a short field. And this offense has a chance to steal some points here before halftime.
Short pass caught by Oliver. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime.
27-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw is McCarthy. He gets this one to Moore. And it'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. David Onyemata. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings will tack on 3 more. Extending and hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Well, Greg, it will be a very busy stretch for the passports. A lot of international games to look forward to. 7-0 outside the U.S. The Chiefs and Chargers last week in Sao Paulo. Great ones to follow. Vikings and Steelers in Dublin. Vikings in London playing the Browns the very next week. Broncos and Jets. Rams and Jags. They'll also play in London week 6 and 7. The Falcons and the Colts are going to be in Germany in week 10. And then the Commanders and Dolphins wrap up the international slate. That's in Madrid, week 11. Greg, this has been such an additive part to the NFL season, all of these international games.
Yeah, I can tell you, Mike, having played one of the international games towards the end of my career in London, when I played for Carolina, it's a great experience. It's fun for the players, it's fun for the coaches, it's fun for the fans and the families. So I expect this slate to continue to expand. There's so many fun international cities around the world that love NFL football.
And from what you hear, there's more to come. We could be at the point someday, very soon, where every team plays one game outside of the U.S. in each regular season. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
He's got his man, Jefferson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. He runs straight ahead with Jones. And pick up 3 or maybe 4. Root O'Rororo there on the tackle.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now a 3rd and 2.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To try and run for the first down with Jones. A gain of 10. Move the sticks again. Another first down.
A gain of 10 yards.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison. And he's close to another first down. This is brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 12-yard line.
A run. It's Jones. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Ready.
Look at this. They go with their tight end on 3rd down. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
Nice run right there. You get down here into the red zone area, Mike, and yards are hard to come by. He's able to stick his head in there and sets him up for 1st and goal.
Here we go. 60 Eagles, 6. Check up.
Here's McCarthy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
The ball still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Rondale Moore. Touchdown, Minnesota.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for the second half. Riker now to add the extra point. The kick is good, and the Vikings will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes Drake London, the rest of that Atlanta offense getting set to take over once more. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Late Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. You're going to go play action with Penix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Jonathan Allen. He had 2 sacks in the opener, and give him 1 more here in week 2.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack, Now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. That goes for 58. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Vikings have the takeaway.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a...
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So we might be taking a look at this one.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. On 2nd down, it's a run with Robinson.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
And no signal. Didn't look like he got there. He did not. And now the tension mounts. 4th and goal.
Let's go now. Drop ball 80. Go.
They'll try and throw it with Penix. And this will pay off. It is caught. Drake London. Touchdown Falcons. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Falcons are back within 6.
Falcons 28.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
And the Vikings.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up. those guys. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
The second down pass. A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Penix. One incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal. A 38.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. Big points there. They are back within 3 here in the 4th quarter.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The Vikings offense ready to get back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's into the hands of Moore. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Go.
McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. Open man is Oliver, the tight end.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
From the pistol, it's Jones. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7.
Go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. His 2nd catch of the drive, this one good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
On first and 10, it's McCarthy. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a two-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a two-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Will Riker down. On for the extra point. He's got it. And the Vikings will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Riker out now, following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin with first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. This one is caught by Turpin. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Brings up second and 1 at the 38-yard line.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
And here's Bijan. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
They'll go again with Robinson. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside.
Let's go. 19.
Here's a designed run. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Here comes second down.
On the tackle. A loss of a yard. Brings up
From the gun, here is Penix. Back complete to Algier. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 8.
From the gun, on third down, here's Penix. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20. We'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10.
Here we go, Shaq.
They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. Bush is here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. They run it once more with Jones. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
Gain on the play. And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A run. And here's Mason. Not much happening there. Just a short gain. Now the Falcons will use their third final timeout. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. 40. That's about a yard short of the first down, so we'll have third down coming up.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
70 Lions.
On third down, here's Jones. And he's got it. Remove the chains. First down at the 47.
And they continue to lean on him in these short yardage, need-to-have-it situations. Tough yards. He's been getting them over and over throughout the course of the game, and he picks up more than enough there on third down.
So a win here for the Vikings. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings, as we say so long from Minneapolis.